Hello everyone. We are going to look at data-driven testing for OrangeHRM website. What is meant by data-driven testing? Basically, any feature uh, will, when we have to again and again check with multiple sets of data, that is essentially called as a data-driven testing. So we have already seen one single test for login successfully and one scenario for unsuccessful login already. What suppose if a college, admin or a HR admin will have to create around 500 to 600 employees are joining every month probably. So in that institution, so they'll have to create logins for the HR website. So during that time, the creation of the logins will be done at the backend level, or users will be created using an insert into SQL stored procedure. So during that time, some usernames might be encountering problems, especially when they are using a script to do that, right? Uploading the data. Eventually, when these people, you know, the data, I can show you, it is in the parameterization through Excel file. That is the uh, ultimate goal for this exercise. So automation can be used for processing a large number of data for similar processing, also repetitive tasks, not only for regression purposes but also for repetitive tasks. Right now we have only two sets of data. One is a proper credential that we can use to log in successfully. The other one is the improper username and password. So ultimately, the when I run the script, what is it is supposed to do is, now this is a result file. This is the feeding data, right, to the script. Once my script runs and executes and finishes, the sheet 2 is newly created within the same file with pass or fail status, and that is achieved by running the test script in my VS Code. So this is PlayWright with TypeScript and page object model integrated, so that we can see that example. And not only that, the test results will come very clearly. Whatever happened during the execution, this is the login test. Test steps are these, having one test for one user is admin, the other one is the user one, or whichever other invalid user. So what was the execution result? Successful for admin, the other one failed. So this is a very clear report that you can get when we execute a script in TypeScript. So I have this test case, sorry, TypeScript, and the helper file for Excel related functionalities. I have to read the Excel file and update the Excel file with another sheet, isn't it? So these two actions I have to perform. And yeah, so typically any TypeScript will have this test describe, and the page objects, you can see page objects, page classes I am importing as well. So test.describe is the feature, the top level description of the current test, what it is all about. And you have the hooks before all and after all, which are hooks that will execute before every test and after all the tests are over respectively. I have to read the Excel file in the before all, and then update the Excel file with the second sheet of data, and that is data is going to contain the status of execution, pass or fail. This is what I have seen. I've shown you in the Excel file, sheet 2, right? For each row, I'm having the iteration, and depending upon the status of pass or fail execution, as you can see in the try catch block, sorry, try block pass case. In the catch block, you have the failure case. It is flagged. The record is flagged. Finally, no matter what, the results are pushed into the array, right? And finally, sorry, last but not the least, update Excel file happens with the result as well. So this is the execution of the script. So when I run this script, what happens? This is the kind of output I get. And if you look at the Excel file, if you open the Excel file again, you will get a sheet 2 having the proper credentials flagged off as pass in a green color and improper data as failure. So this is about the data driven testing using page object model PlayWright. One important thing that you have to note here is about the context setting of the browser. So context setting, when you don't do within the for loop, then after each execution, the state of the browser will not be able to be maintained, and therefore you will get a lot of errors. Therefore, line 22 and 23 talks about the browser and the page contexts, and this is very important for this operation. So ultimately, after this, you will be able to see that the results are available in the form of HTML as well as in the the results that we are writing in Excel file as well. So this is about the data-driven testing using Excel, and hope you had a insight into the process. The code I shall upload into GitHub and give it to you as a link in my description. Have a nice day. Bye.